A popular TikToker who was abducted in broad daylight on Tuesday in Mombasa's central business district has revealed the horrors he endured at the hands of his abductors for 3 days. Geoffrey Chesoni claims he was dragged to a forest in Voi, beaten and threatened with death by 7 armed men he suspects to be government security officers before being taken to the State House, Mombasa. He has since been released but ordered to report to the Anti-Terror Police Unit next week on Monday. Francis Mtalaki reports that Chesoni now fears for his life.
This footage shows a Subaru vehicle registration number KDC 126E believed to be carrying the officers who dramatically abducted TikToker Geoffrey Chesoni in the heart of Mombasa town. In broad daylight, one of the men fired a shot in the air before vanishing with him. When we visited Chesoni at his home, he was in pain both physically and emotionally, revealing the terrifying moments.
So when I speak of mental torture, walikuwa wananitishia, yani wanaambia wewe tutakuua hapa na tukuache kulwa na wanyama, wewe tutakurusha kwa hii msitu. They told me, they were even giving me examples. You see, with Ojuang, he was killed, na story kaisha. Like, they were really giving me a lot of examples with the past people that died.
He says he was handcuffed and driven to a forest in Voi, where he was beaten relentlessly by the 7 officers who demanded to know who was funding him and why.
Because in that period ya kuenda, they were interviewing me in that process. So walikuwa wananitishia, wananiambia wewe hata unaweza patikana una mkono umekufa, utasema aje? Hizi number plates ziko kwa hii gari ni fake, sisi hakuna mtu anatujua, umeona? So wewe tuambie nani anawafund ama tutakumaliza.
Chesoni claims the officers who held him captive received instruction from a known source and were in contact briefing the source every step. The 7 armed officers also requested for his phone that he had left during the melee.
These people, they don't look like normal police officers. They don't look anything normal like police officers. They have IDs, and these IDs they represent to you, they don't have names. You just see that police service something, but the names you don't see.
The ordeal did not end in the forest. Chesoni says he was taken back to Mombasa and dragged to State House, where the physical abuse continued before he was treated and warned never to utter a word to anyone.
Before tufike Voi, I was so down mentally, like I was just waiting for my last, to make my last wish, something like that. So when we reached Voi, they moved me out of the car, and then they were telling you, "Ayo sasa tukuache hapo kule na wanyama, usaulike, wewe hata kutakuwa na kaburi yako. Wewe hii ndo mara yako ya mwisho, watu wanakuona. Unajifanya unaweza pigana na serikali. Huwezi pigana na serikali. So wewe sema maneno yako ya mwisho."
Chesoni is a man full of fear, awaiting his summons to appear before the Anti-Terror Police on Monday, where he is expected to give more information.
I don't have peace, that is one. Ile amani yangu sina sahi. Like kama walituma spies wakakaa nje ya mlango yangu for 2 days, you can imagine. So the only place I feel safe is here in the house.
Meanwhile, the Police Reforms Working Group has condemned the arrest and detention of 3 human rights defenders, John Nzao, Mark Amiani and Francis Mwangi, early Saturday morning in Machakos County. The group says that the trio is held at Muthaiga Police Station and is calling for their release, cessation of intimidation and respect for the Constitution by the government. Francis Mtalaki, Citizen TV, Mombasa.